Donald Trump, from the irregular, young master, to the unusual President of America. From a real estate tycoon with no political experience, Donald Trump surprised the world by overcoming barriers to become the 45th President of the United States. As America's oldest and richest president ever, Donald Trump has brought a new breeze to American politics. Many people once doubted and feared that his unusual personality would make the situation in America and the world even more chaotic. But in recent years, Mr. Trump has proven himself completely worthy. Donald Trump is a special president of America. In recent years, Mr. Trump has proven himself completely worthy. The boy likes to cause trouble and likes to learn business from his father. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens County, a suburb of New York City. At the time Donald Trump was born, his father was developing large housing developments in New York to accommodate middle-income soldiers. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in Queens County, a suburb of New York City. His father is a real estate tycoon. Ever since Donald Trump was a child, his father's business had a huge impact on him. But in fact, it was his mother who instilled the ideas that made Trump more than just a real estate developer, which later made him President of the United States. His father was the one who influenced his business thinking, and his mother was the one who influenced his political ideology. As a 6-year-old child, Trump witnessed his mother resplendent in the procession at the coronation of Queen Elizabeth E. This made a great impression on the boy. Now, I realize that my mother has greatly influenced my consciousness and way of thinking. She always had a sophistication while still being able to do everything in a dramatic and grand way. Sophisticated, dramatic, majestic are probably the most accurate words to describe this special president. Sophistication, drama and grandeur are the special characteristics he inherited from his gorgeous mother. That day, the Trump family lived in a 2-story mock Tudor-style house in Jamaica Estates, Queens. As a child, he attended Kew Forest School in Forest Hills, a private school of which his father was on the board. However, there, Donald always proved to be a special boy. As a child, he attended Kew Forest School in Forest Hills and always appeared to be a special boy. In 2nd grade, I gave a teacher a black eye. I punched my music teacher. I didn't think he knew anything about music. And I almost got expelled, Mr. Trump recounted. He always proved to be a naughty boy. This personality almost followed him until later. In 2nd grade, he was almost expelled from school because he dared to punch his music teacher in the face. Worried about his son's apparent lack of discipline, Donald's father transferred him to the New York Military Academy in suburban Cornwall, New York, when he began 8th grade. Donald remained there throughout high school and graduated with the rank of captain. On holidays and summer vacations, Donald Trump often follows his father when he makes new deals. Later, Trump's father transferred him to the New York Military Academy and often took him along when making new deals. Enter the real estate market. After graduating from Fordham University and earning a bachelor's degree from Pennsylvania State University, Trump decided to choose the real estate industry to start his business. He began working full-time for his father Elizabeth Trump and Sons real estate company in 1968. After graduating from college, Trump worked for his father's real estate company, Elizabeth Trump and Son, in 1968. In 1971, Donald Trump gradually took control of the company and changed its name to Trump Corporation. After that, he moved back to live in Manhattan and began to establish relationships with American tycoons and participate in huge projects here. In 1971, Donald Trump gradually took control of the company and changed its name to Trump Corporation. Donald Trump immediately sought to develop larger and more high-end projects than the middle-class apartments his father pursued all his life. At first, Mr. Fred was reluctant to accept his son's ways but in the end enthusiastically supported Trump's projects located at the heart of the Big Apple. Donald Trump immediately sought to develop larger and more high-end projects than his father's apartments. Most of his investment money is borrowed from banks. At that time, Donald was only 30 years old and he soon became famous as a risk-taker who accepted adventure in business. In his business career, Donald Trump has used tricks he learned from his father. At that time, Donald was only 30 years old and he soon became famous as a risk-taker who accepted adventure in business. When the entire city of New York slid into bankruptcy in the early 70s, there were prime deals for Trump to harvest. His first deal of a lifetime was to rescue the once bankrupt Commodore Hotel and turn it into a Grand Hyatt. His first deal of a lifetime was to rescue the once bankrupt Commodore Hotel and turn it into a Grand Hyatt. During this time, Trump began to use his successes as a stepping stone to enter politics. He made his first splash with the renovation of Wallman Rink in Central Park. The reclamation plan was launched in 1980 but failed in 1986. Trump then began to publicly criticize the ineffectiveness of the government agencies responsible for reclamation and especially the head of Mayor Ed Koch. He made his first splash in politics with the renovation of Wallman Rink in Central Park. During a debate, he asked the government to allow him to complete the renovation himself. After receiving approval, he completed the renovation in just 3 months. Thanks to savings in the city's budget and to the satisfaction of most of the population, Trump proved he was right. After being given full authority to renovate, he completed the project in just 3 months, making everyone satisfied. Standing in front of the abyss, he remained calm. By the 80s, Donald Trump truly became a real estate tycoon when many large hotel and housing projects in Manhattan were concentrated in his group. Donald Trump's reputation became more prominent than ever when in 1983 he inaugurated the magnificent Trump Tower building in America's most luxurious Manhattan neighborhood. However, in the late 80s, the real estate market almost froze when offices, houses, and hotels could not be rented. By the 80s, Trump truly became a real estate tycoon when completing many large hotel and housing projects in Manhattan. By the early 90s, the U.S. economy slowed down, causing Trump's revenue to decline. He began to have difficulty paying bank interest. Trump Organization and its subsidiaries owe $9 billion USD. Trump's personal debt is $975 million USD. Even though he sold the New York Plaza Hotel and many luxury motels and yachts, he still did not have enough to pay his debts. Finally, it had to be sold to Eastern Airlines, which was bought in early 1989 after less than 3 years of operation. He started having difficulties. Trump Organization and its subsidiaries owed $9 billion USD. Trump's personal debt is $975 million USD. Under a lot of pressure from creditor banks, Trump still cleverly negotiates to keep for himself at all costs a real estate that he is unfinished investing with a huge budget. That is the casino system in Atlantic City called Trump Taj Mahal. And in the end, Donald Trump was right because it was the chicken that laid golden eggs, bringing huge profits. Trump tried to negotiate to keep the Trump Taj Mahal casino project, and that is also the chicken that lays golden eggs for him. You are watching videos at the Successful People channel, the new channel of the famous people team. Don't forget to like and share this video to support the group. Without vision, you can't do anything. In the book, Trump, Business Philosophy 101, by Michael Gordon, Donald Trump shared, "Business starts when you have a vision. Without vision, you can't do anything. Remember that obstacles are the door to success, and in the face of any difficulty, please do not give up." Trump once shared, "Business starts when you have a vision. Without vision, you can't do anything." Donald Trump never gets involved in the ordinary, but does something special. If you want to build an apartment building, it must be the most luxurious, largest and best building in the area. This was strongly expressed when he decided to launch the initiative of Trump World Tower at the United Nations Plaza. Donald Trump never gets involved in the ordinary, but does something special. When Trump first discovered the property in 1997, it was a two-story building across the street from the United Nations in New York City. With big thinking, he decided to build an apartment tower using the space of adjacent real estate areas. No real estate investor realizes this possibility, and that is the key for Mr. Trump to turn a normal real estate area into one of the most luxurious apartment towers in the world. With an unusual vision, he turned an ordinary real estate area into one of the most luxurious apartment towers in the world. In 2015, Forbes estimated Trump's assets at $4 billion. In June 2015, Business Insider published a financial report dated June 30, 2014 provided by Trump, giving a total assets figure of $8.7 billion USD. Of that, $3.3 billion USD came from real estate brand lease contracts, brands and developments associated with the brand. In June 2015, Business Insider announced that Donald Trump's total assets reached $8.7 billion USD. Not only is he a businessman and billionaire, Trump is also a famous author with many best-selling books, especially The Art of the Deal, which leads the consecutive bestseller list. Continued for 32 weeks and was rated a best-selling book by the New York Times. Trump began to show that he has all the necessary qualities to follow the political path. Trump is also a famous author with many best-selling books, especially The Art of the Deal. Began his political career. Donald Trump has run twice for President of the United States. The first time was in 2000 and the second time was in 2015. In June 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for president in 2016 and ran for the Republican Party. Donald Trump has run twice for President of the United States. The first time was in 2000 and the second time was in 2015. Trump's honest political style, opposition to illegal immigration, and emphasis on terrorism and national security concerns have earned him support among voters. His anti-illegal immigration and anti-terrorism policies brought him a lot of support. On November 9, 2016, Donald Trump won a surprising victory over Democratic Party candidate Hillary Clinton to become the 45th President of the United States. He became the oldest and richest person ever to hold the office of President of the United States. On November 9, 2016, Donald Trump unexpectedly became the 45th President of the United States after defeating Hillary Clinton. Scandalous president and nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Donald Trump is a very different president from his predecessors, not only because he took office when he was 70 years old. Clearly he will take America on a new path in his own way. Together, we will build an America that is safe, strong, and great, he emphasized in his inauguration speech. Donald Trump is actually a very different president than his predecessors. After taking office as president, the U.S. economy has made progress that most economic experts previously believed were impossible, such as gross domestic product, GDP, increased by more than 3%. Unemployment rate fell to a 50-year low of just 3.9%. A stock market increased by 27%. Wages of American workers increased by 2.9% over the same period in 2018. After he took office, the U.S. economy made incredible progress, such as GDP, unemployment rate. However, President Trump also has to receive a lot of criticism in his foreign policy. In an effort to make America great again, many of his foreign policy moves were seen by many critics as undermining and damaging key pillars of international peace. However, President Trump also has to receive a lot of criticism for his tough foreign policy. Besides his many controversial moves, Trump's supporters say he has delivered on many of the promises he made during his campaign. His views are absolutely clear. He wants to curb immigration and foreign trade, reduce taxes for individuals and businesses, and increase spending on infrastructure projects. He pulled the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord, tried to introduce a travel ban on Muslims, cut taxes and began to renegotiate trade deals. Trump's supporters say he has delivered on many of the promises he made during his campaign. Despite the policies bringing many mixed opinions to both politicians, the American people and the whole world, Mr. Trump still managed to do something great that no previous American president could do. It's meeting with a North Korean leader to promote denuclearization of the peninsula and a potential peace agreement to help end the war that has lasted more than 70 years. Perhaps if the peace agreement between the two sides is really signed, the Nobel Peace Prize also deserves to be awarded to President Donald Trump. Mr. Trump also did something unusual, which was to meet with the leader of North Korea to discuss the denuclearization process. The day Mr. Trump became President of the United States, there were countless rumors about how this aggressive president would turn the world upside down. Now everything Mr. Trump has done in the past 2 years has proven the opposite. Now everything Mr. Trump has done in the past 2 years has proven that he is truly worthy. Married 3 times and 5 children. Rich, stylish and famous for his playfulness, Donald Trump is always the center of attraction for women. The pink shadows that have passed through the life of the new American president are all hot, long legs. However, out of dozens of lovers, only 3 were married by Mr. Trump. Trump is always the center of attraction for women. The pink shadows that have passed through his life are all hot, long legs. His first wife was skier Ivana Marie, real name Ivana Zelnikova, who was of Czech descent. After several years of dating, they married in 1977. Their wedding was so grand and splendid that it became a major social event in New York for a decade. After the wedding, both of them embarked on large business projects such as building the Grand Hyatt Hotel and Trump Plaza. His first wife was skier Ivana Marie. The two married in 1977. After many incidents and suspicions of having an affair with American movie actress Marla Maples, Trump and Ivana divorced in 1992. Despite the criticism surrounding Trump's relationship with Marla, his wife Ivana still accompanies him a lot. The following year, she is also the one who helps him make many choices and believes that Trump will become a good president. After many incidents and suspicions of having an affair with American movie actress Marla Maples, Trump and Ivana divorced in 1992. Trump's second wife is Marla Maples. In her youth, Marla possessed outstanding beauty with a beautiful face. It was Marla's charm that made Trump leave his first wife Ivana and run after her. However, their marriage only lasted 6 years from 1993 to 1999. Trump's second wife is Marla Maples. Their marriage only lasted 6 years from 1993 to 1999. Third wife, also Mr. Trump's current wife, is First Lady, Melania Trump. They have been married since 2005. She is a famous model of Slovenian origin. She was considered an intelligent and sharp woman from a young age. Third wife, also Mr. Trump's current wife, is First Lady, Melania Trump. They have been married since 2005. Donald Trump has 3 children, Eric, Ivanka and Donald Jr., with his first wife, Ivana Trump. Currently, all 3 of these children work for Trump's fund, which he owns. With his second wife Marla, Donald Trump has another daughter, Tiffany, and now with his wife Melania, he has another son named Barron. Trump has 3 children with his first wife. With his second wife, he had 1 more daughter. And with his current wife he has 1 son. Surprising things about Mr. Trump. Not only does Mr. Trump have a rich personal life, he is also well known as a sponsor of domestic and international beauty pageants. From 1996 to 2015, when he sold his dividends to WME/IMG, Trump held partial ownership of the Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, Miss Universe, and Miss USA pageants. American Teenager. Miss Universe was founded in 1952 by Pacific Mills Apparel Company in California and is one of the most famous beauty pageants in the world. Mr. Trump is also well known as a sponsor of domestic and international beauty pageants. No one would expect that a notorious businessman has a talent for the 7th art. The billionaire received a Razzie Award for Worst Supporting Actor in the movie Ghost Can't Do. It was released in 1990. Donald Trump also appeared on reality TV shows and was even the production director and make of the famous TV show The Apprentice. The billionaire also participated in the entertainment industry through the 1990 movie Ghost Can't Do It and the show The Apprentice. In this famous series, contestants must compete with each other to win management positions at the Trump Organization. The show was so successful that many other versions were created. In 2007, Mr. Trump was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame to honor his contribution to the series The Apprentice. In 2007, Mr. Trump was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contributions in this series of programs.